Good morning. Happy New Year. Happy 2021. Hello, everyone. Oh, goodness. This is so weird with that lamp. The way it looks with this camera is just weird. Anyways, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We made it to 2021. Everyone is still here. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Christian, everyone. Good morning. And hope everyone had a pretty peaceful, nice welcoming the new year in. I didn't do much. I actually worked on my video, my Greece video. I did put a link to it if anybody wants to see it in the community tab. But I only finished part 1 and it's like 30 minutes. So I guess I'm going to make it in parts. But it was such a great trip. It's just making the video of it makes me want to go back right now. So hope everybody had a great new year. Happy New Year from the Bay. Good morning and welcome. And to all of you guys, I started this channel. Really, I put the channel up in August of 2019, but I never really did a real video. And I started with the Lori Vallow case. I did one before that. It was about a cold case. And that was discovered who the person was, victim from DNA. And I did that very first and left it there. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate the super sticker. Thank you so much for the donation. Very much appreciated. And then in January of 2020, I did my first Lori Vallow, Chad Daybell, Kids Missing video. And I had, I think at that point, 20 subscribers. So this morning I looked, I have 10,514 subscribers. And it has organically grown over the last 12 months. And I want to thank you all of you. Happy New Year. And thank you so much for being a subscriber and following my channel and helping me grow. And hopefully it's getting better. My editing and my videos and all that stuff are getting better. It's definitely changed. I had no intention of ever showing you all my face, but people wanted live streams and that kind of thing. So here we are. And now we have our regular Saturday morning live streams as much as possible. And last week we didn't have it because it was Christmas week. But I figured, you know, it's a regular weekend now. New Year's Day was yesterday, back on track. I got sick Monday. I woke up really sick. I had like a cold, and then I had a runny nose, and then about 11 o'clock in the morning, I started getting chills and I just couldn't get warm. I worked all day, and then I went to CVS and got a thermometer, and it was an hour after I took ibuprofen. I know they've changed that. Initially, they said if you think you have COVID, don't take ibuprofen, but I think it's okay now. But anyways, I took ibuprofen. Hour later, I took my temperature. It was 101.2, and I felt like poo. So I was like, oh my gosh. My daughter's like, go get tested, go get tested. I was looking for all the testing sites. Literally anything that needed an appointment was 3 to 4 or 5 days out. I'm like, well, by that time. And so I ordered a at-home test, which was supposed to be here yesterday. It still isn't here. And I feel fine now. So I have a little tickle cough, but I feel fine. And my mom didn't get sick, and that was my biggest thing. So I don't know. I don't know what I had. But I did go out of the house on Saturday. I went to dinner, and, you know, I went with my friend, one of my friends. She comes and stays here because she lives out in Arizona, but she works at the coast in California. And so she'll stay at my house a lot. And so we went out to dinner Saturday night, and we didn't go to an outdoor dining because we went to one of the casinos, and I guess they have different rules, but they did everything. You know, they took our temperature when we walked in. They wore masks. The tables were very far apart, spread apart. My friend didn't get sick. So I don't know, but I was doing a little research on it, and they actually say that colds like rhinovirus, colds are actually up, and they do transmit differently. COVID doesn't necessarily transmit on surfaces, but colds can do more transmit on surfaces. COVID is very fragile, and it'll break down really fast on surfaces. And Oh my goodness, Candalee. So I prefer seeing your face as that way I know who I'm speaking with. I just got out of the hospital with COVID and acute coronary syndrome. I'm extremely exhausted. Oh my gosh, you poor thing. Yes, that's awful. Horrible. Now, I'm curious, did you start out with mild symptoms and then take a turn with COVID? Just curious how that went, because right now, I feel like I'd like and I don't know what I have. I didn't get tested. I have a home kit test coming, but at this point, I'm not going to take it. Yes. Okay. Unless my mom gets sick, then I'll have her, and then I'll give it to her. I got sick and had COVID test. Gosh, yeah. So glad you are out and okay. Get well and rest. Keep resting for sure. So am I scheduled for the vaccine? Well, I'm not, because I don't work direct patient care. So I'm not scheduled for it, but I will get it. I will get it, even though my son is Mr. Conspiracy Theorist, my oldest, telling me that there's something in it that's gonna, I don't even want to go there. I'm just like, every time he starts talking about it, I'm just like, you know what? No, gotta go. Mom's gotta go. He's like, it has some age accelerations crap in it or some bullshit that he's believing. But anyways, I'm just like, oh my God. For the smartest person I know, sometimes he drives me absolutely insane. So yes, we want Candalee. I hope you feel better, and I'm glad you're home. And please stay well. Get better. That's so scary. Moonlight View. My sister-in-law just tested positive. She's an RN and said hers started with a headache, but so far mild symptoms. She's 62. Yeah, I've had a little bit of a headache, but honestly, sometimes I think that's because I'm not drinking as much caffeine. You know, I was sleeping more, because I really, really, really started popping vitamin C left and right, vitamin D, vitamin C, and fluids, and trying to just sleep, you know, whenever I wasn't busy. So I went to bed. I'm usually like stay up to like midnight, but I was going to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know at this point if it was COVID, if I do the tests, if it shows up today, if it's going to show up positive, because I can't even send it back I can't do it today and send it back on Monday. The test is, you have to do it and send it back the same day, and it has to be at the FedEx or whatever facility before their last shipment goes out. So I may just save it. Yes, exactly, Lisa. Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Conspiracy theories do not change facts. Most people are sensitive to vaccines, but they help more people than they hurt. Yeah, I agree. I mean, so yes, there's a lot of people that have died. There's a lot of people that are sick from it. It's serious business. We just don't want to get it. Oh, you like that globe? I keep changing my props, Michelle. My Christmas props. Well, the couch still has the pillows. Yeah, you do. Wait a minute. Do you have to test up the nose of the home kit? Yeah. The instructions were 2 to 4 centimeters up. So I will have to, if I do it myself, I will have to do I mean, I can do it. I'm a nurse. I mean, I'd rather myself do it, honestly, than someone else that has control and I have no control. I like having control of things that go into my orifices. So, I feel like the girl actually demonstrated on that. I got it through Everly Well, and that I also did their food sensitivity test through them one time. But she demonstrates it on their website, and she's a nurse, and she demonstrates, and she actually does it, shows you what to do. But it's supposed to go 2 to 4 centimeters. So if my mom gets sick before it's time for me to send it back, then I'll do it on her instead of me. Because if I do have it, she's in the danger zone right now. You know what I mean? And that's the scary part, because she's 83 and she doesn't very much leave her recliner most of the day, except for go to the bathroom and eat, because she's very obstinate about the fact that moving is good for you. Walk, lady. Anyways, she's still blaming the boxes she packed for her back right now. Silly woman. Old people are very obstinate. You ever notice that? I guess I am too, but I'm not old. I'm just medium old, if I want to say. So let's see. I saw something pop up today about Lori Vallow in a text message. And what was it? Date may change. Okay. Court event for Lori Vallow was scheduled on 1/4/2021. 1/4. What's that, you guys? That just came today. Why is Lori going to court on Tuesday? This year will be much better. Keep on being positive and we will be in a much better place, even if the rest of the world. Yes, we will. Positive helps. Missing toddlers in California. No, I did not. I did not. How many missing toddlers? Monday. Oh, Monday. Yeah, because today's Saturday. So yeah, today's the 2nd. Why is she going to court Monday? This is new, you guys, right? Or am I get these text messages come up for Chad and Lori like constantly, boo, 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 blow up my phone, drive me crazy. And they don't really make a whole lot of sense. It just said court event was scheduled. Doesn't say is scheduled, says was scheduled. And then, okay, no clue, Audrey, for the charges in Madison County, I think. You think it's about her dumb lawyer? What's Mark Means got going on now? Mark Means. Two West brothers adopted, missing since September. No, I don't know anything about that. I'll have to look into that. No, but that's the 6th, Christian. The 6th is the Rob Wood thing. That one came up the other day too. Good afternoon. I hope it's some good little like telling on chat. I know. Wouldn't that be good? Lori Vallow decides she wants to come clean. Throw Chad under the bus. Wouldn't that be a game changer? Let's say Orson and Orrin West are missing in foster care. Say they left them in the backyard on a cold night. What the hell kind of foster parents is that? Holy crap. Once she's charged with murder, the court should have to appoint a death penalty certified lawyer. Yes, right. Yeah, Rob Wood is the 6th. I mean, that came up the other day too. Rob Wood is on the books for the 6th. April 1st, not January 1st. Okay, hold on. No. 1/4, it says. 1/4/21. Look. You see it? 1/4/2021. January 4th. 10:30 a.m. Madison County Courthouse. Adoptive parents or foster parents? Well, then they better correct that, Nancy, because it's literally says from the Vine link, it says 1/4. Patty and Pink. I know about the boys. They're not alive, in my opinion. December 21st, disappearance. All right, I'm going to have to look into that one better because you guys have like a lot of different information. Wonder what it is all about. They moved it because she waived rights. Oh, you got more notifications than that, Michelle? I only just got that one today, just one. So I am going to, as soon as we're done, I'm going to work on recording my 2020 year in review, the whole shebang from start to finish of Lori Vallow, Chad Daybell, the whole thing, everything. So I'm doing a whole year in review timeline to refresh us all. So I will record that, and I hope. I don't know. It always takes a long time to edit that stuff, you guys, because I go in and I try to put in the pictures in the right place and everything too. I don't just do the talking, you know? So I'm hoping I can have it up today. If not, I want it up before I go back to work on Monday. So that's my goal. Yeah, just Chad and Lori over the last 2 days. So I also wanted to bring something up because I was in Linda on It's a Crime had a live stream the other day, and I quietly watch other creators from time to time just because I think if they have something interesting to say, I'll be like, cool. I really have a lot of respect for Nord Jasmine, and I like her channel. I like her intelligence. I like her lack of drama. And she happened to be one of the guests. And also Annie Cushing was on there. And Annie Cushing, you know, she's been kind of talking to me a little bit lately on a chat on like when she was on the Dr. Oz show about what I know about the fact that I was told that Lori and Tylee went into Joe Ryan's house when he was dead. And I'm the one that passed that word over to Annie. And that's where she got all that information, because I got it from April Raymond's mom, who has gone dark on me completely gone dark on me. Quit giving me info, quit talking to me, quit answering me, whatever, but gave me that information, which is a little frustrating because you gave me information. You told me to ask if anybody else knows about this stuff. I passed it on to Annie, and it all turned into this big freaking everybody mad at Kathy. So anyways, I was in there. My point was I was in there kind of lurking, just listening to them. And Annie had some interesting information, that I'd never heard. So it was a really good live stream that they did. Nor didn't get a whole lot of words in edgewise. Those two are really yacky talkers. So she didn't get as much in as I would have liked to hear from Nor Jasmine. But can always go to her channel for that. But in the chat, some troll was in there. And the troll was being annoying. But whatever, that's what trolls do. And someone else in the chat accused the troll of being me. And I was like, I'm glad I'm here watching this crap, because what? Why would I have a fake name and go troll other people's channels? And I just want you to know, that is not who I am. That is not the kind of person I am. That is not how I run my channel. And I just really am bothered. Yeah, so I did. I wanted to point out that I was actually in there watching this live stream, gave a donation to say, hey, I'm here respectfully watching this live stream. You know, I do respect all three of them. I don't have anything. There's room on YouTube for me and them. I am not anti any other creator out there. And I was just flabbergasted that someone randomly would accuse me of being a troll in there. I'm not here to compete, you know, you guys, like, I just want you to know that I run my channel, I make my videos, and I appreciate what other people do as well. You know, it'd be like me going to work as a nurse and being like, I'm the best nurse here. I'm the only nurse here. All you people step back and stay away because nurse superstar is here. You know, I don't claim to be YouTube crime channel superstar, and I don't want to be. So I was not the troll in their chat, FYI. And then our friend Addie Gary, Miss Zolema Pastinas' friend, remember her, who used to come in here and blow up our chat constantly? She was in there. And so she started saying it over and 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 over. It's probably left undone. And I was like, oh my God, Addie, this is why you got removed from Left Undone's channel, because this is what you do. So it's like, oh my goodness gracious. Well, how old are we? Anyways, I'm just like, thanks. Anyways, it was like, gosh, what do I miss when I'm not watching other people's channels? That's what I want to know. Thank you so much. I mean, it was just a little donation. It wasn't a big deal. It was $4.99. I just wanted it to show up that I was, hello, I'm here watching. I'm not a troll. So, I don't have an agenda. I really don't. My heart is in the right place doing this, and I don't like being accused of things that I'm not doing because I am not that kind of person. But I think, it's probably the nature of the beast. And thank you. It's probably the nature of the beast. It's that kind of world. You know what I mean? But thank you, Karen. I know. I was like, wait a minute. Nobody even knows I'm here and I'm watching and I'm listening. I was like in the background, respectfully listening and getting freaking thrown under the bus. I'm like, well, hell, I mean, I could look at the bright side. At least I'm relevant in the true crime world, right? YouTube world. I mean, if they didn't know me, they wouldn't do that. So I can look at the bright side on that, right? Hi, Gayla. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right? That kind of can go both ways, right? Mm-hmm. Thanks for all the incredible pieces you've done for us. I consider you a genius at what you provide us. Everyone has their gifts. I look forward to your upcoming work. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Appreciate that. Yeah. I don't think I could be so tough. I don't think my skin would be as tough. And it's not that tough, but because sometimes things get to me. If I wasn't already a nurse that has to talk back to doctors once in a while in her lifetime. Get out of my OR. We're not ready for you. Sometimes you have to tell them to get out. Get out. Get out of here. We'll call you when we're ready. Go sit at the desk. Let's see. So it's a crime member, and that guy is the exception of the exception. I didn't know he existed. Thank you. Okay, good to know. Yes, you did. You did say hello. Charlie's. Boys and Cal are dead. I feel it. Has a Chris Watts-ish vibe. The foster parents are fishy. A reporter, Brian Wang on Twitter, has a link on his page. Oh, interesting. Thank you. I'll have to look into that case. I have not heard it, but again, I've had my head in the sand over here doing this stuff and being sick and dealing with, all that stuff. So I will look into that case. Thank you, Michelle. You're so sweet. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was your replays now. This is the third live. Oh, well, cool. Welcome. I do live in California, and the stay-at-home order doesn't mean a whole lot, honestly. I mean, people are still, I went, you can go to any store. They've changed it back because it's purple or whatever, and California does things weird, but purple is supposedly the, whatever, all the counties. I don't know if all the counties are purple, but purple is like the worst, like the most extreme. Now I'm hot. I should wear a sweater. And most of the counties are, try to cool my house off. Most of the counties are, what the heck? Okay. What is the temperature? Sorry. My mom's going to die because I'm going to make the house cool. She freezes and I sweat. Okay. So mask, but no one is home. Yeah, there you go. Pretty in pink, right? So when you go in a store now, I notice they're doing the clicker, like, okay, only so many people are allowed in. I went to Hobby Lobby and I was in there, and with my mask, and they click to count how many people are coming in and out. And then when you come out, they're like, no, use that door so you don't cross each other. But the whole time you're in the store and you're looking at things on the shelves, you're standing next to people that are going to cross you. So some of it, I think, is a little bit weird and extreme. I don't know. I don't really know what they mean by telling us all to stay home, because we have to run errands. We have to put gas in the car. Some people actually go to work. I need groceries. Outdoor dining. I think outdoor dining's open. But where I went to dinner is one of the casinos. And I think because the casinos are Indian reservation land, their rules are different. They don't have to follow the same rules. Some of the same rules, like you still have to be 21. Although I know one casino here, you can be 18 to come gamble. So I don't know. But basically, they're counting how many people go in a store, and that's the only thing I see different. And people wear the masks. And even when I was in the casino, I took my mask down for a minute, and the guy was like, put your mask on. I'm like, well, taking a sip of my drink. And he's like, you have to have it. Like, so they were pretty strict about the rules in there too. I don't know. And when I was in Oregon, they had arrows on the up and down. When you go up, you got to follow the right arrow. You can't go down and up and down. But here, I see the arrow. Like the pool where I live in my community, the outdoor pool's open. The gym's closed. The indoor pool's closed. But the tennis courts are open. Pickleball courts are open. The other stuff, anything outdoor is still open. The outdoor pool is open, but only so many people are allowed at a time. You have to wear your mask when you come in the gate. And then you can't sit in their chairs. You have to sit in your own chair. You got to bring your own chair. You can take your mask off in the pool, and you can't go out the way you came in. They have arrows. So you have to go out the other gate when you leave. I don't get it. I mean, there's some of it I'm like, okay. I started to go out the wrong gate, and some guy was like, no, you got to go out this gate. I'm like, okay, because there's nobody next to me walking out this gate, but I'll be closer to people going out the gate that you're telling us to go out of. So I don't know, but the cases are crazy. I mean, even, the experts, virologists or whatever, are saying they wouldn't go in a grocery store. They could help it. So yesterday, I know. Yeah. Who wants to sit up? I guess once you're in your own chair sitting down, you can take your mask off. If you're in the pool, you can take your mask off. But if you get up to walk anywhere around the pool, you have to put your mask back on. But they do say that it's very almost impossible to catch it outdoors, unless you're like right in somebody's face. It's indoors, and it's singing and talking and coughing and all that indoors. Hi, Loose Can. I'm good now. Thanks. So, right, swim in each other's body fluids. Does it make any sense? Am I crazy, or does it make any sense to anybody? I don't know. I just like, okay, what's the new rule? What are we doing now? But I pick up my groceries at Walmart. I do it. I use the app on my phone. I pick up I get my groceries. I drive in their little thing. I sit in my car, open my back of my hatch of my car. I get back in my car. I sit there. They put them all in, and I drive away. That's how I've been doing all my grocery shopping, except for I was looking for something specific right before Christmas, and I did go in a grocery store. I went into Sprouts. Thank you, Eleni, for the donation. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Oh, Michelle's saying we have a really great Facebook with great content and fun people. If you'd like to join, we'd love to have you. Yes, we do have a Facebook. And we do have Discord open again for members only. If you're a paying member, we have Discord. We change the link every day. And we have started doing a Sunday night. Since we did watch the ID channel, we watched Kay and Larry's ID channel Doomsday 3-hour special. We also have in Discord, we're watching a fiction show. We started last Sunday, and it was at 5 p.m. and we're watching Truth Be Told. It is about a podcaster who is investigating a crime. And it's actually really good. I've seen the whole thing. It's on Apple Plus. So I'm streaming it through my Discord for paying members on Sunday. We've only done episode 1 so far. So if you're a paying member and you want to come watch tomorrow night with us, we'll do episode 2 at 5 o'clock. I will repeat episode 1 because a lot of people maybe didn't know about it. So I will repeat episode 1 at 4 o'clock tomorrow for anybody that missed it. And then we'll play episode 2 at 5 o'clock. And then next week we'll go at 3 and the following, Oh yeah, I can't figure out how to get on Discord. So the link is, I will put the, I'll put the link in the community tab again today. So just make sure to look for it. So if you are a paying member, you can get in. But because it'll change tomorrow. Let's see. I know it was so sad. Doomsday was sad. Today does feel like Sunday, right? Because yesterday was a holiday. Yeah. You have it through Profiling Evil. Is it the same? No, my link is going to be different to get in my room or however it's worded. But you are a member, so you can come in. You know, we decided to do it this way because Discord kind of got crazy when I was letting it be public. You know, there were a lot of trolls coming in and stuff. So we decided to just do it this way. But Facebook is open to everybody. And of course, we do these live streams on Saturday. And yeah, my Discord server. Okay, it's my room, my Discord server, whatever. Okay, so my Discord server. So other channels can have Discord, but to get into my Discord server, you have to have the right link. Yes, there you go. Michelle, you can email Michelle. If anyone needs to contact Left Undone or needs help with Discord, please email moderator@leftundone.com. Michelle's running that email. I didn't see Jess or Melissa here today. Where are my other mods? Dells. Haven't seen her in a while. So as far as my moderators go, I might check in with them and see if they all still want to be moderators because not everybody's been showing up much. Lisa, I can't do Discord, too much Discord. Right? That was funny. Harper Lee, you're following on Facebook yet? Our Facebook group is awesome too. We have a great Facebook group, and we have a lot of family members in the Facebook group as well. You know, they're in there as well for the case. So it's definitely worth joining the Facebook group. But, you know, we have some rules and we've updated them recently. There was a little bit of like people attacking or saying negative things about, you know, the family of the victims, which I don't do. I don't like. And then, of course, you know, I try to post on the YouTube community page as much as possible, and I need to probably do that more. Yeah, you have Moonlight View. I'll let you know because I think we're okay. I'm going to double check with the other mods that I haven't seen. Like, we've been pretty good. Like, Michelle and Eleni are awesome. They're here always, always, always. But if anyone backs out, I know there was one other person too that was willing to. I'll let you know for sure because you have been here from the beginning and you're always here. Like, you know, and that's what I like. I like people that are always here. But I was just curious where if my other mods are actually here today because they haven't said hi. Jessica, Dels, and Melissa. Haven't seen much of them lately. Everybody's busy though. It's holidays. And then too much Discord. Why I don't do Facebook. You guys are hilarious. I'm allergic to drama, trauma, and chaos, aka Facebook. Yeah. Facebook can get really dramatic, but I'm really good about, to be honest with you, my Facebook group, I'm really good about kicking people out without saying anything. Michelle see a comment or whatever, and she's like, what do I do? Like, get rid of them. You know, we're not doing that here. There's too many other groups they can join that have drama. We're not doing that. Perfect. Perfect. Patty and Pink. I'm in near Dana Point. If you ever want to check a crime scene around here, I'll join you. Don't go alone. Sounds good. Sounds good. I won't go alone. But no, I mean, right now we have a really, really solid, you know, Facebook group, Discord group. And Michelle's good at kicking people out, she says. She's like, I don't have a problem doing it. I'll do it for you. And believe me, nobody gets kicked out unless there's a reason. Like, we don't just like, be like, sure, should we kick out today? Let's see. Okay, this one is 3 and 4 year old boys missing California City. Yeah, that's the one where I'm going to have to look into. December 21st. What's the name of the case you're doing on Discord? Oh, it's just Discord. We just talk about all this stuff. People are in there and chat about this, anything that has to do with Left Undone or true crime. But we're following a TV show right now on Sunday nights where I'm sharing my screen on my Apple Plus and we're watching Truth Be Told. It's just a fiction, but it's done really well. Show, and it has the one guy what's the guy's name from Breaking Bad that's in it, the younger guy, and it has oh gosh, you guys, my name is so bad with names, but it has some really good actors in it, and the story's really twisty. No, I never used it again, Lisa. I used it that one time and that was it. I haven't tried it again. I didn't want to tell it where I moved to. My friend Kathy was like, no, she deleted that thing off her. So what else is happening out there in the world? It's kind of slow right now. I mean, we need something to happen in this case, like murder charges. Hello. But people that seem to be closer to the case seem to be pretty convinced that they're coming. And after that whole thing with Rob Wood and Summer, that conversation, it sure as heck sounds like they're coming. And I don't think Rob Wood's going to get removed from this. I don't think Mark Means has much of a leg to stand on there. I really don't. I think he's just grasping at whatever straws he can find right now. Does anyone use Paler? I do not. 2021 looks to be a sequel to 2020. I really want, so, after I sat there and put together my Greece trip, and now I need to work on part 2, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, I really want to go somewhere. I need to go on vacation. So 2021 needs to calm its butt down and be the tie up loose ends of 2020. That's what I think. Means was mad because Rob called him incompetent. Yeah, for sure. Well, he is. I mean, I'll call him incompetent, and I'm not an attorney, but shoot. I mean, the lay people out here, we were like, what is that guy doing? Life is smooth, but there'll never be a sequel. This is true. Last night I watched a good program on Amazon, Elizabeth Smart's autobiography. I learned new info. Oh, that would be a good one. That's on Amazon. She has an autobiography. Okay, cool. Watch The Undoing. Okay, on HBO. Anyone like to order some items Kathy suggests around her office can order from Amazon? Yes, my Amazon link. If you want to get anything on Amazon, it'll help support the show no matter what you do. If you go through that link, it'll help support and give me a little bit of money towards the show. Yes, I did. I did the editing on my Grease video. Did you watch it? Means is like a drowning man grasping at straws. He can't swim with the big boys. Totally. Totally. Oh, you did watch it? Okay, you liked it? Yep, I did all the editing. I did all the videoing. It's funny because my friend Lisa was like, I didn't know you were going to make that public. And I was like, oh, come on, Lisa. I mean, at least I need to do something with it. At least I can give some tips, travel tips on it. And then this morning I asked my cousin, I'm like, are you guys okay with it? And she's like, yeah, we're fine with it. So I told Lisa, I go, do you want me to blur you the rest of the way? She's like, no, you don't have to blur me. I was like, oh my gosh. So I felt bad at first because I thought, I didn't really think much of it because I do this stuff and I put it up. But I'm like, it's, why make video if I'm not going to share it kind of thing. But yeah, so I'll get part 2 eventually. We went in September of 2019. So that's how long it took to me to get the first 30 minutes of it. Thank you, Eleni. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's the one part where Kristen's like, what are you going to do with all these videos you're making? And I go, I'm going to make a video. And she's like, oh. And I was like, told ya. Yes, you should go. Everybody should go someday, soon. But it was such a good trip. There's so much more too. I mean, that with the beginning is just, one. As soon as you see the beginning of part 2, we get a blowout. Our tire blows out on the freeway. We were going to have almost a 3-hour drive, 2.5 hours, something like that, to where we were going next. And we're about an hour into the trip, and the tire goes, and we're out. Uh-oh. Stopped on the side of the road. But everybody there was so nice. The police officer saw us, and he was on the other side of the freeway, and it's like far to get out to an exit. And then he came all the way back around, and he called a tow truck for us. And they were very, very, very nice. Your father-in-law is from Lesvos, Greece. Oh, yeah? So I still got a lot of territory to cover. I need to go back again because we didn't even go where my mom's family's from. We went where my dad's family's from. And then I need to go back. It was like so nice and peaceful. Just a different vibe than, the rush vibe of the United States, Thank you, Eleni, for putting the link. Who can't fly? You can't fly. You can't fly? Why? Or you just don't want to fly? You visited via me? Well, that works. See? The videos are handy for people that can't go. Oh, aneurysm. Oh. Thank you, Kathy. Thanks. So yeah, I mean, if you happen, okay, yeah. No, don't fly. We don't. I was a flight attendant and I don't want you in my plane. So thank you very much. I'm sorry about that though. Chloe, you're terrified of flying. You know, it's very safe, but it's very weird and you feel very out of control. And, but I was a flight attendant for 6 years the first time and about a year the second time. And my friends that I met back when I started as a flight attendant in 1984 have been flying this entire time. And they're all still well, and they do it all week long for their jobs. So it's very, very safe. But it's very scary when you're afraid of it, you know? So you can't argue about it, but and you have to understand like turbulence and stuff is normal and people get really scared by turbulence. So, but it's very normal. Just keep your seatbelt on. Can you explain how the Amazon link works? If you go in there, like you click on the link, you know, that she puts up and you look at anything and you don't want to say you don't want to buy the items that I have in that little store area, but you just stay in there and then you search for something else, then you're still coming through my link. Oh, weird. I don't know. It shouldn't do that. I have the Amazon app. When I press the link, it goes on Safari. It makes me log in instead of using my app. How do I know? That's a good question. Yeah. I'm not sure why it would do that. Sometimes that makes me log in too when I go in a different way and then I just log in, but then it still throws me back over to the app after I log in. So I don't know. Oh, flying sideways in Alaska scared me. Yeah, that is weird, creepy. Woo. Your sister-in-law is a flight attendant out of Palm Springs? Really? What airline does she work for? She's based in Palm Springs. I cry as soon as the plane takes off on return home flights. Why? I don't know. Maybe you're glad you're going home and you made it and you lived through it. 8 years. For every 4 months, flew back and forth to mainland. Wow. It's always sad to hear that kind of stuff. I would not like to be accused of being a troll. Oh, Nor had internet issues. She did. Yeah. Hey, Sarah. Hi. Welcome. Good to see you. AV News crew have lives on the missing boys. It's pretty good. Okay, cool. I'll check it out. So Monday is the pre-trial conference for Lori's charges in Madison County. Judge Michelle Mallard. Okay. It's so confusing because she still has all that going on, right? This cup, I got this on Amazon. And this cup is awesome. My coffee stays hot for hours in it. It's metal of some sort. And I don't know. I just lucked out. I got it on Amazon and it has been the best cup. And this Not My Circus, Not My Monkeys, like this one that I got from my work. Look at my work sent this one to us. This is all peeled off, right? Because I'm sorry, I'm not going to be that careful and not put it in the dishwasher because I don't have time for that. So, and this bottom thing's falling off now too. But I use that one for my water. But this one I got on Amazon. It has a super tight lid and this doesn't ever peel off. Like it's in the metal. Like it's not a sticker. And I've had it for about 6 years. I bought it when I was working, it was right before I was working the job that I have now. So, airports do have good codes. Okay, so Lori's Madison charges are arrest, obstruction, criminal solicitation to commit a crime, contempt of court. Okay, and that is back for the Madison County with Michelle, the attorney or the judge. Good to know. Thank you, Eleni, for clarifying that. And then, yes, we will try to do some kind of live stream. I think I'm still training. I'm training a nurse, so I don't know if I can watch at all. Oh, wow. You have, okay, Amber. Yeah. Do you take meclizine for that? Does it help at all? I had a panic attack on a plane. It was a commuter from Chicago to Denver. Lots of fat businessmen, very crowded, suffocating. Luckily, I was sitting next to a doctor. He helped me calm down. Oh, yeah, that's scary. I don't like the window when I'm next to big people where I feel like I can't get out. So I prefer the window, but I always get the aisle now because even when we went to Greece, my friend Lisa, the way we did it was we each got an aisle next to each other because first of all, I have to pee 100,000 times. And especially if I think I can't get up to pee, like the person next to me sleeping, then I start thinking about it more. And then I really want to pee, even though I'm not really positive I absolutely have to yet. And then I'm like, oh God, when am I going to be able to get up? I need to pee. I'm going to want to pee. This guy's sleeping. I'm like, excuse me. So I quit sitting in. I pay extra for an aisle seat 100% of the time. Even though like I'm thinking, I'm probably not trapped, but mentally you start thinking you're trapped, So I totally hear you on that one. Nancy, Panny, I have to leave for now. Have the best rest of the year ever. Catch you next Saturday. Love you. Bye. No one wants to be trapped on a plane for sure. So we'll figure out, even if I just have to start it, or Michelle maybe can run it, we'll live stream it somehow. Somehow, some way, we will live stream the court cases. And if we can't, someone else will, someone else will. Yeah, Moonlight View. Lots more to be discovered on the Vallow Daybell case. Buckle up. I believe that. I mean, imagine what we know and imagine what we don't know, right? Annie Cushing, I did notice in the midst of me being accused of being a troll, she did mention that they do have those 60 burner phones. So good to know that. That's big deal. Big, 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 big deal. And something else she noticed. What else did she say? That was a really good live stream. So if you haven't seen it, go to It's a Crime and watch the live stream with Annie and Noor and Linda, because Annie does give a little bit of info on people ask some questions that she does answer questions we didn't have the answers to. So it is good. And she's actually been pretty kind to me lately when we were kind of chatting in a chat. Yeah, Michelle, but I'd rather put we can do a Facebook watch party for all hearing that are not a lot of public, but not all my subscribers are on Facebook. I'd rather do it on YouTube. I mean, if you want to hold one over on Facebook, that's fine. But I think I want to just put one up on YouTube because YouTube is my channel. Facebook is just an extra place for people to get together. We certainly don't have 10,500 people in our Facebook group, and we have them here. So I just want to open it up to a broader audience. Because that's what people come here for, more than anything. My channel, they come here for the Lori Vallow case. I do other videos that don't even get a third of the views. So people are here for that case. And I'm going to work on the, okay, yeah. I will be working, but it depends. Like if it's super long, I probably have to walk away, but I can take a break. Like some of these court cases are super short. So it's just hard to do. And I was going to get PTO for the 6th, but then all that stuff changed. And I'm like, I don't want to waste the 8 hours of PTO for a 15-minute, live stream. And then what? I'm like, oh, hi to my supervisor. Can I come back to work now? Because the court case was only a few minutes. So I really don't want to take PTO now. Can I come back? Can I come back to work? I don't know. Yeah, you can share on Facebook. Right, exactly. I wish I had one of your Where Are the Kids t-shirts to wear if it's moved to Ada County. Well, they're still available. Those shirts are still available. They're still on the Teespring, which still hasn't given me what's it called? The ability to put it underneath my descriptions. I'm so annoyed with that. YouTube says once you get 10,000 subscribers, you can have the merchandise shelf. But Michelle probably has the link. Yeah, a lot of people have backed away from Facebook, Allie. A lot of people. Yes, we can chat and figure it out, and we'll let everyone know. Yes. Michelle, do you have the Teespring link? There we go. She's got it up. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What else do we got before we go? We're an hour in right now. So I really want to work on my video for the year in review. I think you guys will really like it. First day back to work. Oh, Rita, welcome. Today's your first day back to work? You went back to work today? Or you mean the day of the case will be your first day back to work? Kathy, I really don't pay attention to the tweets. I like to hear what you have to say about what you've learned. I watch Linda and Annie also. Maybe you could put the link in the description. I couldn't find the merch either. It's not in the description? Okay, we'll do that. I can do Facebook if needed. I still look at my kids and such. I pick up creepers on Facebook. Oh, there's so many. Yeah, I've pretty much locked down my personal Facebook to where all you see is my picture and nothing else if you're somebody that's not connected to me. Because it's just weird out there, as you know. I've totally backed off Facebook with the exception of holiday break. So after Monday, I'll be a ghost again. It was interesting when Annie talked about files missing from Joe's. Files did. He had a lock on his door that wasn't keyed. The air and fan was on, yet the window was open. The screen cut when yeah. So, okay. April in Phoenix, Arizona, because I have lived there. I lived there for 5 years, is hot. You are going to have your AC on. You're not going to have your window open. And maybe you'll have a fan on too. That makes sense to keep the AC bill down because their AC bills are crazy. But the screen is weird. And the files, she said, are missing. She also said she scoped that, and she told me this too when she was chatting with me on the thing when I was saying, these people did tell me that Lori told them that she went in the apartment when Joe was dead, but these people won't come up and say anything. Hey, Kubi, how are you? And so if Lori did go in there when Joe was dead, it makes sense because Annie said in those photos, she doesn't see the albums. And Lori clearly had these photo albums, and Annie said they smelled like death. So clearly, Lori got the photo albums out of there after Joe was dead because they smelled like death. But Annie says she was like Inspector Gadget looking at all the pictures, and she does not see those photo albums anywhere in those pictures. So I thought that was interesting. So maybe Lori, it makes sense if Lori did go in there and pull the photo albums out on her own before the police got there. And then those files, she said, aren't there that Lori was talking about. He had lots and lots of files along his bedroom wall, but there was no files in those pictures along that bedroom wall, according to Annie. Do I have that right? And yeah, sad to hear how Joe Ryan's body was so decomposed when found. Annie talked about it. I know. Oh. So it is very interesting, and it's very, I mean, I hate the fact, and I say this all the time, that I was given this information and I passed it on to Annie, and the people that gave the information have gone crickets about it. And so I didn't make it up, and it kind of puts me in a really bad spot because I was told that Lori went in that apartment. Well, from Lori's mouth. Now, who knows? Did Lori lie to the person she told this to? Very possibly, because we know Lori's a liar. But maybe it'll come out in court, somewhere along the way. But that's about Joe Ryan. So how is it relevant to this? I don't know. Does anyone know if Tyler had? Okay, so that was also what I was told. I was told when Lori said I went in when Joe was dead, the person she told this to said, well, how'd you get in? You guys have been divorced for a long time. And she says, well, Tylee has a key. So that's what Lori had passed on to April Raymond, and April Raymond's mom told me. And now these people, April Raymond's mom won't talk to me. She won't answer my emails. She gave me all this information in the beginning and asked me to check with my people that follow my show to see if anybody else heard any of this stuff. And at this point, I'm just like, this is what I was told. This got passed on to Annie. It's out of my hands. I don't know. But I have no doubt but then I'm thinking, well, maybe this wasn't supposed to be out there. But it was passed on to me early on. I have no doubt she went in there. I also think she's responsible for the death and photo albums in storage. Were they the same? Yeah. Right. Right. Good point. Perhaps. Yeah. 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 I mean, if you're 12 or my kid, what age do you give your kid? Like you're divorced and the kid's at your house sometimes, mom's house sometimes, and you're running errands or late and they're 12 or 13 or whatever years old. They can be given a key to get in and out, right? I mean, it makes sense that Tylee might have a key. Yes, I believe he was cremated. I'm pretty sure Lori made sure of it. I'm pretty sure He was cremated. Yeah. Okay, Lisa says yes. But I believe that a lot of this stuff will be answered in time. You know what I mean? Like, we're just like the nosy true crime community, and it's like people are like, it's none of your freaking business. You YouTube channels and are annoying, but you know, it's public though. You know, when there's crimes committed, the public has every right to question what happened, and we are the public, right? We want to know, is there a murderer on the loose? Or yeah, maybe she did. I wanted police have checked with pawn shops for the expensive watches Charles kids asked about and where he sent them. Timex. Yeah, that was weird too. They never got the watches. They do still have samples from Joe. I think she cuddled up to Joe at the end like she did Charles to get finances in order so she had keys. I would not be surprised at all. And like was pointed out, it looked like somebody made dinner for more than one person that night, right? I mean, there was pot, there was spaghetti sauce, it wasn't cleaned up, there were 2 wine glasses. But although we do say that Joe's sober, but he could drink something out of a glass. I don't know. Not necessarily like use it for wine. And I think if there would have been like, if he would have been seeing somebody like a female at the time, wouldn't they have come forward at this point and been like, oh no, we were dating. I was there a couple weekends before they found his body. And, and I don't know, I just think it's bizarre. Diane, your wonderful crime channel brings light and awareness. Also, lots of other opinions. Maybe law enforcement hasn't searched. Well, I can tell you one thing. Law enforcement is very cut and dry about people being dead. Like, oh, dead guy, dead girl, whatever. I have a really kind of a negative viewpoint after my friend died because she was shot in the head and her husband's an asshole and he was abusive and she was going to domestic violence classes. And the investigation was about 15 minutes long. And she was shot in the right side of her head. And they were like, suicide. Okay, that's all. We're done. Bye. Peace out. And she's left-handed. And so I think that unless somebody immediately starts going, this isn't right, this isn't right, this is wrong, this isn't right, who's looks fine to me, looks like a dead person. Yeah. Oh, look, he was on high blood pressure medication. Shit, yeah, he died. Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, people live very long lives with hypertension. People live very long lives with diabetes. People live very long lives being on medications. That's the whole point of the medication. Hypertension, it's the people that don't take the medication that wind up with a massive stroke and heart attack because they're damaging those valves and those arteries by not controlling the pressure. So unless somebody's right there when they come in and look at the body, they're just like, nothing to see here, folks. I don't know, unless one of those police officers right then and there gets some weird vibe or gut instinct, there's no reason. Why would they open an investigation? Dead guy in his house by himself. I don't see anything, oh, look, he wasn't the healthiest. So yeah, I mean, and my friend, no, actually, yeah, thank you. No, her husband basically said, oh yeah, she's been acting weird. Well, did you tell everyone that you were abusive? Did you tell everybody that she was afraid of you? No. Yeah, she's been acting crazy. Okay. you're a firefighter, so we're just going to believe you. Bye. So no, and I have a private investigator, pro bono, looking at it, but it's taking them forever because, and her family feels the same way, but they're not really squealy about it because they're kind of afraid for their own grandkids and stuff too. So it's just a mess. It really is, and I don't know if she'll ever get justice. But I know her, and I've known her since we were 16, and she was my maid of honor in my wedding, and she didn't kill herself. I can tell you that. Like, I know she didn't kill herself. So I can only do what I can do. You know, I've been the squeaky wheel on that one. You know, her husband got married like literally 2 months later. He took out a big insurance policy on her. I mean, she signed for it a few months before she died. She had already left him once that year and then came back for the holidays and was leaving him again. It's just bullshit, and totally got away with it. And he's one person I do accuse because I know her, and she had a brand new grandbaby and 2 daughters, and she was just the sweetest person. Like way sweet. I don't know why she's my best friend because she's super sweet. But right, who wouldn't be acting crazy if they weren't in a violent marriage? Yeah, totally. Thank you very much for the donation. It's our constitutional right to know about what crimes have occurred. I feel we should give the family space to ask for our help. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Completely. Thank you for the donation. So yeah, I mean, I have friends that want me to do a video on my friend. You know, it's weird when you're connected though. Like, what do you do? I mean, I talk about it on the live streams from time to time and stuff, but do I make like a whole video on her? And I mean, I don't know. It's just weird. There's always, yeah, she was crazy. She was acting crazy. Yeah. I mean, even at her daughter's convinced that she was acting crazy. But I talked to her on, let's see, she died, I think she died on April 2nd, 2015. And I talked to her 2 days before. Yeah. And then somewhere in there, she actually had packed up her car, told her mom she was leaving him, called her mom, I'm leaving. She got about 200 miles away from home, and somehow he got in her ear, and she had turned her phone off so he didn't track her. And she got about 200 miles away from home, and she called him from a Best Western and said, I'm safe. Because she kept trying to tell him she was okay. I don't know why she cared to tell me she was okay, but she did because that's how she is. She's like, I'm okay. I'm okay. So she called him and said, I'm okay. And he got on her ass and he's like, you need to come back. We had this birthday party planned for the grandbabies and you can leave after that. You need to come back. Like, he's told people this. You need to come back for that party we have planned this weekend. So she came back. And she got back. I've told this story before, but not all of you guys have been here. And she got back that morning and she went to see him at the fire station. And she got there about 6 o'clock in the morning. And then she said, okay, I'm going to go home and take a nap and rest. And then she called him when she got home to rest. I'm here, I'm home, I'm going to take a nap. And then he got off work and went golfing, because that's what you do when your wife is leaving you and acting crazy. You go golfing, right? So then he went golfing. And then after he went golfing, he went home about noon and found her dead. So thank you. Yep. Always when it's more dangerous. Right. Yeah. I mean, I got all kinds. Even, Gray Hughes had asked me to send all the documents and stuff. I have the autopsy report. I have everything. I have a lot of stuff. So yeah. Right. Right. And Gilded her. Yep. Gilded her into coming back. And so I'm like, did anybody ask if anybody had any ring doorbells? Did anybody look at security cameras? There was a gate to get. The card reader on the gate, did they look at that? Like there was a gate to get in their community. Like, did they look and see if maybe he came back at one point? Nothing. There was no investigation. There was nothing. There was like, and then when I called, I'm like, hey, Mr. Detective, my name's Kathy. I'm a nobody, but whatever. My friend would died in your county and blah, blah, blah. And so his name, the lead detective, he called me back and he's like, well, I know it's really weird. Everything sounds really weird. But the blood splatter. And I'm like, what are you, Dexter? And he's like, the blood splatter shows no void. There was nobody else in that bedroom. And I was like, okay, but I mean, really? What kind of, in this little town that you live in, how many homicides, how many blood splatters do you investigate? How much of a blood splatter expert are you? Like, did you just take a class? Did you take an online class? Like, did you work with Dexter? Like, how come you, and the more I learned about it, like blood splatter is kind of controversial as far as like the science of it. So he literally is going by the blood splatter to say there was no void there, meaning nobody else was in the way of the splatter. But they could have been in front of her. They could have, I just don't believe it. Yeah, that's what he said. Basically, he said, I know some answers you'll never have. I know there's a lot of weird stuff. Yeah, I know there was an upped insurance policy. Yeah, this, yeah, that. Yeah, they had, well, they went out to dinner on Friday night. I'm like, okay, yes, so people go out to dinner with their abusive husbands all the time. And he's like, but the science of it. Can't argue with science, he told me. That's what he told me. And I was like, what about the science of the being shot on the right side of your head when you're left-handed? And I talked to the coroner, and I actually recorded that call. And and they were like, yeah, we don't look at that. I'm like, you don't look at the left-handed, like shot in the right head. We don't look at that. Well, some people are ambidextrous. And I'm like, well, she wasn't. She was left-handed. If I was going to shoot myself, I'm certainly going to use my dominant hand. So fishy. And so the detective that I have that's helping and looking at it, he says that it's suicide is the new homicide, or homicide is the new suicide, or something like that. Like, it's kind of common for people to set things up as a suicide these days. And it's a homicide. And he said that he absolutely believes that it was murder. And this guy does, like, he's worked on the Mari case. He's worked on tons and tons and tons of cases. He's had bodies exhumed when they have these kind of things. He's awesome. And he does everything. His group does everything pro bono. I mean, they go out in the woods and search. Like, they are, they're really good. And I found him by listening to the Mari podcast. He was a guest on there. And I contacted him, and he was like, yeah, your friend was murdered. I believe that. That's what he said. So let's see what Audrey said. I posted in a group last week about the bags and duct tape. I know there has to be cameras somewhere in all this, like Brandon's shooting. Someone had to have a Ring doorbell. It has to be something. Yeah. Right. But they got to go dig for all that stuff, right? Wait, I missed something here. Yeah, gaslighting. Your wrench is gone. Oh, geez Louise. I don't know why your wrench is gone. You have so many problems. You're like my trouble child. That's so sad. It's always like this. The guys always seem to look like their wives need help. Yep. It's really scary and sad. What's this, Sally? What is that? Thank you very much, good grandma. do appreciate that. Thank you. But it is, they do. They're good at it too. And this guy is like a chief fire captain. So, he's one of the fellas, right? She didn't leave a note. There was no note, right? There's no nothing. So there was no drugs in her system. Like even that detective that the smart guy, he's like, most of the time, if people are going to do it, they'll take something, they'll pop some pills to relax themselves of some sort. She didn't take nothing. All she had was her thyroid medicine. That's it. Don't we all have our thyroid medicine? Oh, that just popped up on your YouTube main page. Police report on missing toddlers. Okay, interesting. Yeah, nothing was out of the ordinary. Nothing was strange. No. It was literally like she probably just took a nap or planned to. Yeah. It's pretty sad, right? I mean, my mom is like, well, bummer, but they're probably nothing's going to happen until he kills the next wife. And I'm like, oh my God, the poor lady, but he has a new wife. So. Right. Yeah. Right. Exactly. If it's not thyroid, it's hypertension or something. It's not a drug. Exactly. What year it happened? It happened in 2015. 5 years ago. Oh, 6 years ago almost, right? New wife, how do they manage? I don't know. It'd be interesting. It's in Texas. They're in Texas. So, but he was I think Pam and him were married for 10 years. It was her second husband. And, it took that long for something to happen. Maybe you can get her case to a cold case detective. Yeah, that's what I have her with. His name is Mark, and he has a company, and they're all pro bono, and that's what they do. And last time he called me, see, COVID has messed everything up. But last time he called me, the detective, last time he called me, he said his people were going to meet with the detective there, the head detective, the one that told me, it's just science, blood splatter. They were going to meet him. And then he also said, well, then we're just going to start filing papers if he doesn't open it themselves. So they're going to make things happen. But 2020 has just been the year of a whole lot of nothing in a way, Had you recently changed antidepressants? I don't think so. I don't know. I have to look at her stuff again. But she was very much, she told me when she left him the first time and she came back to California, we hung out like all the time because I had a back injury at work. So I was off. She helped me paint my kitchen and everything. And she flat out told me that she wasn't afraid to leave him. Like wasn't sad to leave him. She said, I don't want to leave him. I want my marriage to work. She was very Christian. She, said, I pray about it every day. And I just want to go to counseling. And he keeps telling me I'm crazy. And I'm like, he tells you you're crazy because you want to go to counseling. He's like, yeah, you're crazy, not me, And so she finally, he actually got on a plane and flew to California to come see her, like showed up at her parents' door. And she was like, and he was like, come on, you're going home. And she's like, no, I'm not going home. So she spent like an afternoon with them or whatever and told him to go back. And he went back. And then when it got close to the holidays, so it was like October. And so then when it got close to the holidays, he was like, come back for her holidays. So her family went with her. Her parents went with her back to Texas from California for the holidays. And then she stayed with them. And then by April 1st, she was dead. So. Yeah, well, apparently he was still able to. One thing he did say to one of her other friends was, well, now that she did this, I hope I can still get the life insurance. He actually said that. Well, now that she did this, I hope I can still get the life insurance. But he got it. He did get it. Sometimes it can be. Yeah. I mean, changing antidepressants or certain antidepressants, sometimes people have the absolute different effect, but she didn't. I can't believe that she killed herself. I won't. I mean, I just know her too well. And if she was on an antidepressant, it wasn't because of him. It wasn't because, she never had any kind of severe depression in her life, anything like that. So, yeah, it's just a crazy story, right? Like, Audrey, 2020 is going to be great because the murder charge are coming in, a guilty verdict for Lori and Chad. Heck yeah. They're going away. They're going down. Going down. Lori and Chad, we're all here to watch for sure. All right. Well, we're an hour and a half. Yeah. I'm bipolar and one of the meds I had on. Yeah, you got to be really careful with any kind of antidepressant meds and stuff. You really do. I know when I worked nurse advice line, that was one of the things when people would call, they had a recent med adjustment, and sometimes they're suicide calls, and it's just super sad and scary. It's like our mental health is so important, really important. And it's just like anything, sometimes I have to play with the meds to get them right. And when you're thinking mental health, like, you just better reach out. Let's see. All right, guys. So let's wrap up our live stream today. And thank you, mods, for sharing all the links. If you guys want to become a member and join us in the Discord this weekend for tomorrow night, we're going to replay Truth Be Told episode 1 at 4, and then episode 2 will be at 5. And then we're going to watch once a week until we watch the whole thing, and then we'll pick something else. We should do the morning show too with Jennifer Aniston. That one's good. It's good. And oh yeah, Susie, cartoon video. Yes, I will. I have one almost ready. And I know Michelle already donated money for me to get it done. So I got to get my ass in gear for that one. Let's see. So I usually do not believe in death penalty. We have no right to take someone's life. But after thinking about what they did, how Tyler and JJ found death is appropriate. I agree. If anyone deserves death, Lori Vallow, Chad Daybell. Thank you for all your hard work. I like knowing somebody with a nursing background. Oh, you're welcome. And yeah, I do have that. It's 2002. And the older I get, I'm like, oh, I've done that. Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you, Ron. Great show. See you tomorrow on Discord. Bye, everybody. Please be safe. Yes, be safe. And look, I don't know what I had, but I feel perfectly good now. So I'm glad to know, because it really scared me when I had that fever the other night. I was like, oh. All right, guys, thank you. And I am going to literally go right into recording my other video for you. So look for that hopefully by the end of today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, because editing takes a long time. But good to see you all. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Have a great weekend. Enjoy. Stay safe. Stay well. And stay home. Hopefully, we're all staying home, but sometimes you got to go get groceries and stuff. So just be safe. Okay. All right. Take care, you guys. Bye.